Welcome to Pocket Women Lockpicking and Locksport. Today we are talking lockout, tagout locks. The locks that keep workers safe. They lock off machinery so other people don't come along and squish your head in it. Hashtag it Loto Lock Tuesday for all the videos on anything to do with lockout, tagout locks. We're talking Lockwood today, the vintage 225. Let's go back in time to 1965. Let's hope this doesn't strobe. Okay, we'll put that down there, and we're getting closer. So this is the padlock we're talking about. Let's rub it in. Come in colours, green, lime green, flecky colours, blues, but the colour sort of never stays on. So made in Australia, a Lockwood. They're usually wafer locks. That's what we're looking at today. So this is the specs and stuff from way back when, in 1965, when this book was published. Oh, don't do it. Calm yourself. Thank you. So we're looking at a shackle diameter of 1/4 of an inch. Material is a case, high purity, pressure cast zinc alloy. The mechanism is 5-disc tumbler. They called discs back then. We call them wafers now. The shackle is steel, case hardened and plated, except for the 225B, which is the brass version. Never come across a brass version. I'd love to get hold of one of them. The case height is 1.5 inch width. Is 1.5. So we're calling it 38mm by 38mm or 40mm, depends. Shackle openings is the steel shackle is 3/4, the 225B, which is the brass, is the 3/4, and the 225L, which is the long shackle, is 5 1/4. So notice on the long shackle it does have that little bend, that little kink in it. Whoa, calm yourself down. Don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, that's what they look like. So let's take a look at the locks themselves. Two different types from back in the day. We've got this one, made in Australia, Lockwood, and we've got this one that doesn't have the made in Australia, it just has Lockwood on it. Now this is the more modern version. Look at the key, and look at the key on this one. It doesn't look like the more modern version, but this, oh, it has a beautiful snap. Oh, did you hear that? So, given that that key is the old key with the long L, I really don't know the date. So this could be the early iteration of that. I don't know. Which one came first, the Lockwood or the Lockwood made in Australia? Not sure. I'm only guessing based on the modern version. So let's have a look at how they went modern. So this plate is now plastic, still has a lovely snap. This is the 0031 that locks off fire hydrants and things like that. We also have something pretty special. This one. Notice the date. 1945. Doesn't have made in Australia because it's got that other writing up the top, but it does have Australia down the bottom. It did have something else. But how cool is that? Thanks very much, Don's Locks. So this would be the earliest version of this lockout tagout lock. So the number down the bottom, 395, 393. So pretty cool. Now, let's have a look inside. So this is what it looks like with this plate. This plate comes off. The way you get this plate off is through inertia. So you make yourself a little hole in a piece of wood, put that on there, put another piece of wood over the top, clamp it tight, and then whack it. And inertia will bring this one off. Doesn't wreck the lock, doesn't hurt the faceplate, because you don't want these parts here to snap. Otherwise your faceplate doesn't sit on. So thanks to the funky fast draw monkey for this one. I'll leave a link in the description to any channels that I mention. So there's your locking pawl. Spring loaded, goes across. And these all open from the left. And there's the tumbler with the wafer. So you push that wafer in and you can bring the core out and have a look at all the wafers. Do we want to do that? Oh, yeah, go on, let's do it. Okay, that's in. And we slip it around. So this is how a locksmith would have repinned, re-wafered these so that it matched all other ones. If you wanted a lot of them key to like, this is how it was done. There's your insides. This is your wafers. So that's your retaining wafer, that's the one we squished down at the back. And these are all your wafers. Shall we take a little peep? Yeah, let's have a look. So you've got springs on either side. Springs on either side. They're not even, it shows you that the key's not in, making them all flush. They'd all be flush, they'd all be flush. So let's take a look at one of them. Okay, that one doesn't want to get it out. Let's try another one. That one doesn't want to get it out. Let's get another one. Okay, why is it stuck? It should come out quite easily. They do just pull out. Okay, I guess we're not having a look at that today. Why won't it come out? Don't know. That's interesting. Well, we won't fight with it because it's very old. Maybe it doesn't want to come out and play today. That's okay. We're not going to force it. Well, we just did try and force it, but we're just going to be a little bit gentle with it. So let's pop it back in there like so. Now remembering to depress that wafer there, that retaining wafer, to get it back in. It's got to get past that lip. Okay. Perhaps need to put it down and balance it to do it. fiddly. Wouldn't want to be rekeying 100 of these, I'll tell you that. Okay, the retaining wafer is down. Oh, this is going rather well, isn't it? Why are you not going in? Ooh, something just fell out. Okay, let's try and find it. Where'd it go? Okay, that's the retaining wafer. Oh, is that broken? Not sure. Let's copy back in like so. It's working. Does go back in that way. That's the way we took it out. Okay, just needed a bit more pressure. Snaps in. Retaining wafer is back in position. And then you just put your face plate back on, just gently tap it, and you're away. There's your shackle once it comes out. There's your cutouts, your groove, your little holding thing there. So very cool. So this is the Lockwood 225 Vintage, the 1945 version and the 1965 version, plus an unknown date and the modern 225 2023 version. This is the box to the modern version. Thanks to Paul Springer for the fire engine red lock. Very cool. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining us on Lockout Tag Out Lock Tuesday, hashtag Loto Lock Tuesday. Check out the statistic picker. We'll be putting out their Loto Lock video later on today. Thanks for watching. Stay legal. Temptation is everywhere.